What's the mood in the camp been like this week after last weekend's results? Because must have been a sickener to lose later, or lose that goal late on to make it a draw.
Yeah, it was, but there's loads of positive anyway to take from it. How hard we worked and that we stuck together, even with the 9 men, and we still fought to the very end and nearly got the win. So there's a few positives to take here, but obviously we'll go to do like it really, but just gotta keep going.
And that was the thing, you went 2-1 up, didn't you, when you were down to 10 men? Just showed how much fight you've got in that side.
Yeah, definitely. That's the main thing, We've got to stick together no matter what and keep fighting to the very end, because anything can happen, kind of. So you've got to stick together.
And how tight this league is, anything can happen, can't it? You're so well into the playoffs still anyway, aren't you? A win can push you right up, can't it? And we've seen what Bristol Rovers have done. They've won 5 of their last 6, jumped right on the table. So, you're still really in there, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to stick together and go on and run. Like, we've done it before in the season, so can't see why not. We can't do it again. That's the main thing as well, staying around the promotion. And if we can get a few wins in the next couple of games, it'd be massive.
And after the appeals for the red cards were knocked back, how tough was that to take for you as the squad and the players themselves who aren't going to be playing?
Yeah, it's hard. I didn't think they were red cards during the game, but it's not my decision. So, but it is hard because 2 very good players and 2 main players for us, and it's going to be hard without them. But the lads that aren't in the squad are just as good, so be perfect.
And you conceded late goals in the last couple of games, haven't you? So has it been hard to recover from those disappointments? Because the first one and the second one.
Yeah, both of them were killers. They both hurt, especially against Carlisle, because we gave everything. I mean, yeah, Carlisle, we gave everything we had to him, and we were just standing like we were nearly dying. But there's not much more we can do about it. Just concentrate on the next game and be ready for that.
Those kind of not the word defeats or draws, or the defeat and the draw, but those kind of last-minute goals, they make him more determined than in the next game to go and win.
Yeah, because you know how much it is, and you don't want to feel like that again. You want the winning feeling, but the winning feeling is great, and it's the best feeling that you can feel. So we want that as much as we can for the next 6 games.
And one of the positives, you scored the second goal. You showed great skill to get the ball under control, didn't you, before that clinical finish? Did you enjoy that one?
Yeah, because the run was a long run, so I had loads of time to think about it. But my only thought was to try and get the ball on the floor. But it kept bobbling all the way up to the goalie, and then I also thought was to try and get a good connection and hit it on target, and it went past them. So
how difficult are those chances when you've got more time to think?
Yeah, the more difficult, because sometimes when the ball comes, you just think to hit it straight away. But with them ones, you need to be aware where the defender is behind it and that. So, but I don't mind it. I'd rather do that running in behind, because I've done that most of my career. So I find it easier personally.
And you scored 7 this season, different types of goals too as well. Are you pleased with that tally, or would you have liked to have scored a few more?
For my first season, it's good, but personally, I would have liked to be on about double figures, personally. But for my first season, I'll just take it as a positive. Coming in, I weren't expecting to play, and I played loads of games, and I've improved massively. So if I can just get a good run to the end of the season, and next season, it's all about big numbers next season.
It has been your first season in league football. So how satisfied have you been with your overall performance? You just said, you've enjoyed it. So, do you think you can improve even more before the end of this season?
Yeah. Personally, from the very first few games to now, I think there's a massive difference. Like how hard I've worked on my own away from football, and all the weight I've lost and all that, that's massive. So, and if I can just maintain it and just learn off the coaches and learn little tricks from the strikers like Nicky helps me a lot, Kane. So players like that who can speak to me and help me, it can only make me better. So, and I want to learn, so I listen.
What's one of the main things you have learned by playing league football and what it is to non-league football?
Just like the movement, you can't like be standing still for too long. You need to always be on the move in the box. You can't get too tight. You need to like do better runs. And like yesterday, I was watching Benzema and I was thinking, them runs are brilliant. But I used to just stand there. But now I'm learning like what way to go the other way, and it's really helping me in the box. Yeah.
So what do you think you do need to still improve on, do you think, to improve yourself as a player?
Just a bit of everything. Like as a player, I'm raw, so like I've always been raw. That's what got me here. Now I just need to learn on like technical stuff and be more clever and just learn off like the older pros. And I have done the past couple of months, which is I think made me a much better player. So if I keep doing that and then go into pre-season with a year under my belt, I think it'd be a massive change.
And how much have you learned from all the other strikers at the club as well?
Yeah, the strikers here, boss. I speak to Nicky all the time. Nicky's had a really good career, so I like to listen to Nicky, and Nicky's probably got the best movement I've seen in the box. Like his movement's brilliant. So even training with him, doing drills, I just watch him and he'll come and tell me what I've done wrong, do this, and it's good and it improves me. So I don't ever say no to it. I always just want to learn and say, what have I done wrong? And then he'll tell me and then try and do it the next time and improve.
And you just mentioned Benzema. What players have you looked up to as a youngster and nowadays as well?
Nowadays, it is Benzema. Watched them. I was watching Everton first because I wanted them to lose yesterday, and then when they went up, I just turned it off. So I started watching Real Madrid, and then I was just watching him individually, and I was thinking, wow, it's unbelievable. And then he scored a hat trick, and I was like, different level. But growing up, I just watched players like Didier Drogba, Fernando Torres, like sport Liverpool, so I always watch Torres and then Suarez, so players like that.
And you've got Bristol Rovers this weekend. You're only 1 point above Newport, so 3 points are really important, aren't they, on Saturday?
Yeah, they're massive. I think we could, with you, a win. We haven't got a win in a few games, so all the lads are ready, and we know how much important it is for these last 6 games to get as much wins as possible and try and climb up the ladder a bit and be in a good position for the last couple of games.
And your home form has been good generally this season, hasn't it, as well? So hopefully you can try and pick up wins in your last 3 games at home.
Yeah, the home games are massive. The fans help so much, and we just seem to play better at home. So to be at home against a good team like Bristol, it's massive. So we can go in there confident and be ready to win.